Why did you leave me? Red.
Entering killing mode. Your AP is too low. Entering killing mode. Entering killing mode. Entering your killing mode is too low.
About the settlement?
Oh, good. I was hoping for a chance.
It's not that people are helpless. That.
Hey there, stranger. You new to these parts? I don't think I've seen you on the caravan trail before.
You could say that. How about you? Lived here all your life?
Sure am. Commonwealth, born and raised. Been on the trail since I was 16. Tell you what, since you're new around here, I'll give you a tip. If you're ever looking to do some serious trading, or after work, check out Fortville. It's a real cool place, built outside one of those old vaults. It's up by Salem. Trust me, it'll be worth your while. But since I've got you, would you like to do some trading?
Maybe later.
Well, I'll be moving on soon, so if you change your mind, you'd better do it quick.
What do you want? We don't need any more trouble around here.
If I told you I'm with the Minutemen, would you still want to shoot me?
You're with the Minutemen? We sent word with one of them passing traders. Most people don't put much stock in the Minutemen.
So this guy made sure he had everything he needed before... What? Time to reel him in.
Those raiders? No kidding.
That's great news. I knew you were the right person for the job.
Bingo.
New location discovered. New location discovered. New location discovered. New location discovered.
Perfect.
Entering killing mode. Discovered.
All right, that's close enough. Who the hell are you? What are you doing here?
Why don't you tell me who you are first?
Name's Roscoe. That's Chief Roscoe, by the way. Now it's your turn. What are you doing here?
I'm just exploring. Looking for...
I know it might look like it, but this isn't some junk town you can strip for parts. We got rules around here. There are places where you can do some trading. We don't tolerate any trouble.
But I'm a fellow Vault Dweller. Can't you just let me in?
I think you got the wrong idea about this place, bub. We're not Vault Dwellers. Vault 4 has never opened. Anyway, I'm not really supposed to turn people away unless it's obvious they're trouble. Man, you seem alright to me. So, welcome to Fourville. And before you say anything about the name, don't bother. I didn't come up with it. The mayor likes to meet all new visitors, so the town hall should be your first stop. If you have a crime to report, come find me. If you commit a crime, the next person you'll be talking to is my rifle. I hope we're clear.
New mission objective received.
Welcome to Fourville. I've not seen you around town before. Are you interested in seeing the Fourville tents? Or perhaps purchasing a souvenir?
I'm interested in the history of this place.
So, you want the talk? Alright. Here goes. More than 200 years ago, the Great War broke out across the world. Thousands of people took shelters in things called vaults, like the one behind me. When the vaults sealed, they were expected to open up after 20 years. There were some who decided that if they could wait that long, they could find shelter when it opened. George Willis was one such man. Together with his family, he arrived in the entrance cave to Vault 4 on the day of the Great War. Behind me, you can see the very tent he pitched for shelter, made from a recovered log and a sheet of plastic. It was a far cry from the shelters which would come later.
Could he really have survived out here all alone?
Well, that's where the story goes next. He wasn't alone. Over time, more refugees began showing up at the vault seeking shelter. As more people came, they needed more living space. The early residents of Fourville began to dig out the walls of the cave and used reclaimed wood and dismantled vault tech equipment to build houses. This process is still ongoing as workers tirelessly dig to create new spaces for houses and maybe find a way inside the vault. Many of us in Fourville still dream that the vault may one day open, including members of the Church of the Four, who you can see often worship in this site. And that's the story of the Fourville tents. If you want to learn more, you can visit the Fourville Museum or the Church of the Four.
Not right now.
We're open 24 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Hello and welcome to the Fourville Town Hall. On behalf of Mayor Sanders, allow me to welcome you to our beautiful town. Now what the hell do you want?
Need to see the mayor about something.
Oh, is that all? His office is just to your left.
Why, hello there. Roscoe radioed and mentioned we had a visitor coming down. I hope he didn't give you too much trouble. He loves to try and vet visitors. He told me you mentioned something about being a vault dweller. I'd be quite interested in hearing more about it.
I'm from Vault 111.
Vault 111? I've never heard of that one. We got a few people coming here from 81, but No one's ever claimed to be from 111. Now, I'm sure you've noticed our town's main attraction, Vault 4. I always make sure to let the new visitors know the door can't be open. It hasn't opened since the day the bombs fell over 200 years ago. Our ancestors waited outside the vault, expecting shelter when it opened after 20 years. But it never did. Some people, me included, still hold out hope that the vault will open one day. But listen to me talking your ear off. If you really want to learn more, you can visit the site of the original town in front of the vault door, or you can visit our museum above the entrance. Feel free to take in what the town has to offer. Enjoy yourself. My door is always open if you want to have a little chat.
Excuse me.
I don't have time to chat.
Excuse me.
Stop by Mike's if you're looking for some firepower.
Fire gun from someone who knows how to use them. Me.
Hey there.
Always nice to meet a new customer. Name's Mike. Just Mike, not Michael or Mickey. No surname, just Mike. Got that? You want guns, I've got guns. You want work, I've got work. What'll it be?
Sure. Let's take a look.
Only the best.
Work, you dang machine. What about... How can I help you?
Hi.
Oh, hello again. I do hope our little town is treating you well. What can I do for you today?
Tell me more about this vault.
If it wasn't for this vault, this town wouldn't exist. Pioneering heroes built this town waiting for it to open, but it never did. I told people this during my election campaign 4 years ago. I believe the vault will open in my lifetime, and I will do anything I can to make it so.
Looking for more work if you got any.
Actually, there's a little something that a traveler like you would be perfectly suited for. We've got an election coming up, and I'm looking to hire a neutral party to deliver leaflets to undecided voters. What do you say?
Sounds great.
That's great, that's great. Here's a stack of leaflets and a list of undecided voters. You're gonna be helping me a lot out here.
Mission objective completed.
I have something for you.
Thanks. I'll give
New
it a
mission
read.
objective received.
I have something for you.
I hope this helps me make up my mind. This election is so complicated.
I have something for you.
Thanks. I'll be sure to read this.
I have something for you.
I hope this helps me make up my mind. This election is so complicated.
I'm with Mackenzie, all the way.
Hey.
Thanks for the leaflet, but I already got one of these from Miss Mackenzie's campaign, and I think I'm going to vote for her.
I have something
New
for you.
mission objective
Thanks.
received.
I'll be sure to read this.
How's the delivery work going?
I got the job done.
That's wonderful news. Thank you. Here's a small reward for your efforts. Since you've done such good work for
Mission
me, I
objective
actually have a little
completed.
offer that might interest you. How would you like to come and work for me on my campaign to be re-elected as mayor?
What would be expected of me if I joined?
You'd be working closely with me to win the trust of the people of Fallville and convince them to elect me to another term as mayor. So, what do you say?
All right, I'm in.
That's fantastic news. Between you and me, Miss McKenzie has proven to be a formidable opponent, and I'm gonna need all the help I can get. I hope you don't think this is below you, but it'd be really helpful if you could put up a few posters for me. Publicity is the most important part of an election. I need to make sure the people know my message.
Mission objective completed.
Hey.
We've got a problem. A really big problem.
What's the problem?
I've just had word that someone has been spreading lies about me all around town, saying I'm stealing from my own campaign fund. Why would anyone say such a thing? I've only ever tried to help Fallville.
Is there any way out of this?
We're going to find out who's saying these things and get them to stop. Mackenzie is ruthless, but she's not a bad person. I don't think she'd do something like this. You're gonna have to dig around a little bit. Ask the people in town and see if they've heard anything. Please help. My campaign depends on it.
Mission objective completed.
What's the word around town?
I heard Sanders is stealing from his campaign fund. But it can't be true,
New mission
right?
objective.
Any good gossip flying around?
Sanders has been stealing from his own campaign fund. How could he be so stupid?
Heard any good rumors?
Yeah, one of the guys from the church tried to tell me something about Sanders, but that stuff doesn't interest me.
Excuse me.
I heard some interesting gossip the other day that I think you might like.
Who told you that?
A visitor to the church. Oh shit! I wasn't meant to say that. He paid me good money.
You'll have to explain what's going on.
A man came to the church one day and he offered to pay me a lot of money if I slandered Mayor Sanders. He said it didn't matter what I said, I just needed to turn people against Sanders. I don't regret it. Sanders blasphemes against the 4 when he talks of opening it. Only the 4 decides when the 4 opens.
This has got to stop.
And why would I do that? Sanders is a blasphemer. Of course.
You know, why not just make it 200? Easier to carry.
200 caps is nothing.
Sure. Fine.
It was a pleasure to...
You know what?
Why don't you just leave me...
Hi.
What do you want now?
Who is this guy?
I don't know. He was a shifty-looking guy. He wore a yellow trench coat and a fedora. Probably to disguise that he was a ghoul.
Anything else I should know?
There was one other thing. He stank. Really bad. Not in the way a normal ghoul does, more like a feral ghoul. He'd have to have been spending a lot of time around them to smell that bad.